especially Gen Z, a sense of purpose. And they also, well, bridge the gap between the need to stay competitive and aspirations. That's what businesses need to do, so they can keep these aspirations for the younger workforce. And of course, as we know, bridging the gap, it does require some bold strategies that resonate with the youth's vision for their careers and what they want to know. So, the stage is clear. It is with great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, that I get to welcome to the stage Silvina Moschini, the big boss, the CEO at Unicoin, who's going to talk to you about the future of work is female. I've done my day. Thank you very much. It has been lovely to be here. Thank you.
Salam alaikum, and thank you everyone for staying here so late. I have a big challenge here. It's late, I'm the last speaker, so I will do everything possible to make you smile, to make you think, and also to get you moving from your chair a little bit. So, let me ask you something. Do you recognize this lady? Or this lady? Any yes or no? Yes? I knew the guys will know it. And this lady? And what do you think these three ladies have in common? Come on, one answer. Music is one. What else? Hopefully, that's a hope. I hope you have them too. The answer is money. All these three ladies changed the narrative through pop art about women, power, and money. Shakira saying that women don't cry, they make money. Karol G saying that she will make money as a sport. And Miley Cyrus saying that she can buy herself flowers. I hope that you remember now. And also think of how this statement through pop music is changing a reality that we are living today. A reality in which we will see a lot of positive change in the world, thanks to the fact that women are now contributing more than ever to the economy and to the impact. And we are living a time of massive disruption. A change that is happening not only for technology, but because of technology. You probably remember not so long ago, we lived through a pandemic. The pandemic for many people will be like a black swan event, but a black swan event dramatically changed the way we live, the way we work, and the way that we connect and create things. This disruption and this transformation is led by change, and it's a revolution, but a silent revolution, that it has a massive impact in the life of women. And it's something that we have seen happening for quite a long time, but particularly in this beautiful country that I have the opportunity to visit over 20 times, it has been massively accelerated. If you remember this movie, Hidden Figures, this movie was about scientists and computer geniuses, women who put men on the moon. At that time, over 70 years ago, women were not even a part of the workspace. And much has changed in this silent revolution that changed the rules of engagement and changed the role of women in the economy. And Saudi Arabia is the unexpected chart topper in many different things. Women have 50% of advanced degrees. That makes it one of the countries that have a female potential workforce with the highest degree of education. And not only that, women in STEM in Saudi Arabia accomplish more than 38% of the degrees. That makes them amazing potential entrepreneurs, something that it's an example for the rest of the world. But also, if you look at the women building businesses, 40% of Saudi women run small and medium businesses. They are not talking about money, they are actually making money. And this is something that it happens thanks to the vision of His Highness, MBS, to transform the economy, to bring women into the workspace. And in this context, there is something that is happening as well, which is a massive wealth transfer. Why? Because baby boomers are now getting into an age that will soon move to the other side. They will die. And this money that they are leaving will be transferred to their kids, but first to their wives, because women live 5 to 8 years longer than men. So what happened now? Women will inherit a lot of money. So these women are training themselves and are being trained into wealth management. And the way women invest is completely different than the way that male invest. Women invest more with purpose, invest more in community. And sadly, despite that, despite high level of education, despite the number of women that are building businesses, only 2% of the capital, venture capital, goes into women, despite the fact that when women run businesses, they represent 20% of better return on profits. So the economy and the maths doesn't add up, and this is something that we need to change. And we can change that. I am an entrepreneur, and I became the first Latin American woman to take my company to $1 billion valuation using crowdfinancing. And I did it just because of something that one of my mentors once told me, Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google. He said, scarcity breeds clarity. And scarcity is something that we are very, very much aware in Latin America. I'm Argentinian, by the way. And because of my dad, an amazing man who once told me that I could be whatever I wanted to be. But if I wanted to be a princess, I need to be a princess that built her own castle. He taught me about financial independence, and I made my living about helping other women to reach financial independence.
صار بإمكانك متابعة سير العمل لحظة بلحظة مع جميع الموظفين والمقاولين المحليين والأجانب. نوفر لك في شفافية الأعمال خاصية مراقبة العمل من خلال أداة تعقب الوقت التي تقوم بمتابعة الأنشطة التي يقوم.
And I won't bore you with many details, but this is one of the companies that I founded. And when I say Saudi Arabia is way ahead of the world in many things, this is one example. In 2016, I developed a company called Transparent Business, a company that developed a software to manage remote teams. Long before the pandemic, Saudi Arabia was my first client that used the technology to deploy the program Telework Saudi, way ahead of the curve, way ahead of the technology, and way ahead of the pandemic and the world. So when I started working on this program, I saw a massive opportunity, the opportunity to get women into the workforce, because 51% of the women leave the workforce around the world for lack of flexibility. But if we think that the work can be computer-based, there is no reason to have women leaving their kids and going to an office. So I developed this technology. And after this technology, I developed a platform called SheWorks that brought women into this platform. We pre-qualify them, we train them, and we put them into the platform so companies can hire them. But my mission with that didn't start in getting women employed in the traditional way, by being hired as an employee or as a freelancer or for a job sharing. The world of work is changing, and making money through a job is just one of the ways in which one person can make a living. There is also entrepreneurship, and there is also the investment opportunities. So I developed SheWorks for that, and then I developed something that hopefully will come soon to Saudi Arabia, and this is it.
Right place. Unicorn Hunters is an innovative business show that created a new genre, enrichtainment.
one technology to solve all the problems of climate change all over the planet.
What I'm holding here has the potential to help save 10 million lives.
You decide if you want to bet on their success.
The only consideration was, why aren't you already a unicorn?
So it's game time. Who's with me?
I kind of love this womenkind world domination thing going on.
If you're Superman, I'm glad I wore my cape today. I'm in. Unicorn Hunter.
The Unicorn Hunters.
Unicorn Hunters is looking for that next
$1 billion business.
I believe in you, and I need you to have some unicorns to get you to the next level. So I'm a yes.
Let the hunt begin.
So we brought together celebrities, policymakers, famous people, experts, investors, and entrepreneurs to invite entrepreneurs from all over the world to pitch their ideas and have people from the global audience putting their money where their mouth was, helping them to raise capital so they can become the next unicorns. We launched the first season with a massive success, over 300 million viewers around the world, and now we are getting ready to launch this program in Saudi Arabia. As you could see, we have the co-founder of Apple, we have the former Speaker of the House of the UK, we have also a former treasurer of the US, and the combination of all these people give a perspective that represents an evaluation for those that are in their house and have the opportunity to put their money to invest in the companies that have the potential to change the world. We are aligning all of this with the goals of Saudi Vision 2030 to bring entrepreneurs to Saudi Arabia, but more importantly, to showcase Saudi and regional entrepreneurs to the world. So the world will know what is going on, what is happening, and what happened to the economy when you connect the dots between the talent and the opportunity. Thank you very much. If you have any question, please let me know.
Thank you very much. Goodness, what a day, what a day. Can you believe we've come to the end of day one of the GLMC, the 2025 edition? Goodness, I have to say, I was sitting backstage and I was thinking about all the things that had challenged me, that had made me think a little bit differently, that had made me wonder what I would do in certain circumstances. And I think there's been plenty of that. So we are going to let you go and have some dinner, have a glass of water, just relax and absorb and digest it all. And then we're going to ask you to come back again tomorrow for the second day of this year's edition, when we will continue to explore how and what is the best way in which we can build the world of work. So to you, I'm going to wish a very good evening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good night.